that's what I like to do, is just go walk, listen to music that I wish I could share with you, but I cannot. Sometimes I put music under these, but it's not quite the same. So this is the Arsenal Street Bridge, built 1925, Commonwealth of Massachusetts, Metropolitan District Commission, yada yada yada. Now you know about the bridge. I gotta check and make sure I don't have like a low blood sugar alarm or something. So we'll stop here and look at the... Sorry, I had to check my watch. Alright, so we'll look out over the river this way, upstream of where we were looking earlier. This was where the picnic tables and stuff were. Always lots of cars here, and bikers, and runners. So it's easy to get run over. Because I'm usually blazed and wearing headphones, so... Well, blazed now. I used to have problems. I'll just leave it at that. At some point I'll do an autobiographical playlist or something if I live long enough. There's somebody wrote Scott graffiti. Wouldn't me? So we're back on the Soldiers Field roadside, and this is where we have to make the U, because we need to go that way, but we can't. I mean, you can see there's a trail. At night I would do that. Now I wait for the green light. Somebody has one right now, but I just don't know who. Yeah, sorry if I sound really baked, because I am. I apologize. Well, I mean, not really, because I don't feel pain in my feet, which was the whole point of it. But I realize that sometimes I might be mumbling. I don't know. I think I have a better mic placement now, so we'll see. So that's the first way we went, but we're not going that way now. We're going back home. Ooh, it's a bright sun today. There's the Bose headquarters. So a lot of stuff in Boston. We can go here. There's a little marker here that says Sergeant Peter McHugh, 1892 to 1918, 7th Company, 3rd Motorized Mechanical Regiment, Signal Corps, AEF, dedicated November 11th, 1940, Veterans Day. I served in Desert Storm in 1991. Shield, Desert Storm. Got there just before Thanksgiving, I guess, or late October. I can't remember now. Didn't get to go home till May. A little over 6 months. So I guess it would have been probably November. I can't remember if I was there for Thanksgiving or not. I know I was there for Christmas. And then the war started, and I was one of 3 people to get the target list in the unit 2 weeks before it started, so. I'm just jaywalking. And not looking. Oops. I don't know this song, so let me get into a playlist that will assist me in my walk home. Because I don't think this is it. Alright. First up, Lovers on the Sun. I think I was safe to go then, but we'll wait. There's the Speedway garage. They usually change anyway, but wouldn't that's the same guy that pulled the mask up? I don't know. I don't get wearing one outside, but I see a lot of people doing it, especially in the woods. It's just like you're here, except you can't smell it. Make sure that it's got we got the cross signal coming up. So now we got cars going the other way. I think we'd go now. Maybe. There's just a lot of traffic and I'm big, so it's kind of like, why take the chance? Just wait and see what Dust says. You know, follow the law. Yes, kids, follow the law. So that's going further up the road, which we want today. And we have a cross flag. And there's a nice Christmas tree in the window if you can see it. Sometimes the camera doesn't do really well with seeing through the window. There's a lot of glare. Anyway, that's a Christmas tree. I don't know why people, well, maybe. I don't understand why people put their phone on speaker and then hold it a foot in front of their face to talk. If you do this, please explain it to me in the comments. This building was built in 2018, and I moved here December 15th of 2018. Well, moved to Boston. I wasn't in this area until the following April. So the building was like a year old when I first got here. Precious and fragile things. This song is too high for me to sing, but I do it anyway. My God, what have we done to you? See, my falsetto's terrible. That is cute. The tinder is okay. Now look what we have done. So there's no sidewalk on the other side here. We had to come back on the same side. But I should have stopped at one of those places that had a park bench. Sorry, I needed a long walk. Training. Plus, I'm having surgery on the 6th. So I'm not going to be able to get out for a while, so I'll chop this up for YouTube and make 4 or 5 videos out of it. I try to chop them up into 15 or 20 minute segments. Or, geographically or whatever. But when I record it, I don't just say, well, I'm going to go walk from here to here and record it. I just kind of take off and see what happens. On Patreon, you get the whole thing from end to end, so you can just kind of skim along and see what looks interesting, or watch it at double speed, or watch me go look. There's a bench in front of their building. What happens if I sit on it? Oh, my feet like that. But we can't stay feet. Okay. We had a little 30-second nap. So GBH has a sign that you can see from the highway. So we kind of walk under it, but I have a picture of it from angle looking up at it. It's terrible, but I took it with my iPhone. That shows them, shows Joe and Kamala. But part of the sign that faces this way, those 3 strips that are purple and have GBH on them, I think they're perhaps can be animated as well. Or, I'm just really high. It's 40-something degrees, but it's not warm enough for that. Not that I'm complaining. If I could run, I wouldn't need this walking stick. Victor J.L. Santola Square. See, every little square is also named after some war hero. There's a lot of patriotism and history here in this blue state. The politics just tries to boil over. But these videos are not for that, so. Alright. Ooh, I am getting tired. And we got a way to go. Like almost a mile. So if I'm huffing puffing by the time I get home, sorry. It's time for another mint. Well, I could stop at 7-Eleven and get like a Gatorade Zero and pay with my phone and not even have to deal with any people, but that's a delay. I'm gonna take a picture for my friend Ed. Yeah, I took a picture and sent it to my friend Ed. Let's go back to the highway. I like to check out the graffiti on the parking garage. And you get a good look towards Boston. To the right would be like Newton. So also, if we look down, you can kind of, the backside of the New Balance building is kind of the last big glass building that's on the right in this kind of clump of skyscrapers. Anyway. Just tried to step in a hole. The pavement wasn't even. Stockyard. I'd love to eat there sometime. But their steaks are good. So this is where we came down Guest Street earlier. We came from that way. But we're not going to go back that way. We'll go back the way that I usually go back. Another utility box. I just find pleasure in them. I don't know why. I've gone up that ramp and then you have to go downstairs, and I prefer to not do stairs. I've also walked into that because it was so clean, like right after they put it in. It's kind of a funny story. I was looking at my phone, not paying attention, and kind of messed up on heaven, you make me feel this way. If I need love, somebody help me, somebody need. If I need love, somebody save me. I just get in a singing mood. Me, who? It's called I Call on Me. Yeah, I like the strawberry frozen drinks from Dunkin', but they're full of sugar. I mean, in the old days when I ignored my diabetes, I'd just do it anyway, but now I go home and make my own with just some strawberries and frozen, or some yogurt and oat milk, almond milk, some non-dairy milk, unsweetened vanilla. It's not bad. I need to start adding a packet of sweetener to it. I keep forgetting. I'll make one today. The problem is I like things like ice cream. I should have hit the button just to be safe. There's a U-Haul back there. There's CVS that we'll go past. Another utility box. Get in the shade where I can see you. I can't because the glasses are too polarized. That's right, you're still running. Oh, I should check the battery. It's fine. This song just... I know that you feeling your luck and you're fucking my call. See that you finally got you on. This is such a good song. Go. My replacement. The hook is a big fuck you to my replacement. It's really good. It's clever. It's a big fuck you to my replacement. It's got a really good dancey beat to it. I enjoy it very much. It's a David Guetta number. I love to party you, everybody with me. A big fuck you to my replacement. I think they were almost ready to run over me. Alright, so we got CVS on the other side. A Gulf gas station that passed, $3.99 a gallon. Gas is expensive here compared to the rest of the country. Usually. Snow clouds. They got a little bit of work the other night, but that's been the only storm we've really had in 2 years. There are parts that got over 18 inches. Not this area here. It was mostly rain the first half of the storm, and then we got dumped on the second half. But then another storm came and washed it all away. And this one's going to be all rain. Rain and wind. Starting later this evening. So that's why I came out to do this today. Well, the weather's still decent. See if I can see in the shade of this building. Naked. Well, no, can't see the percentage, but everything's still working, so what the hell. It's a nice looking car. That's how they say it here. They swallowed their R's. Car. We're going past the Brighton House of Pizza. And true. I think we'll go get some G2 and a bag of chips, because I think my sugar's a little low. It's hard to take it through my coat, so I don't feel like going in, taking my coat off somewhere so I can get to it, or just raising my arm up in the air and rubbing under it and knocking your lens off. So weird. I don't know what name of this street is. Daniel Street and Market. William McDonald Square by the Scrub It Up. To keep it. Now it's Christina Aguilera that I'm singing along to. I'll tell you twice, so ooh, be right. Remember my secret, keep it. Yeah, the reason why we're going to go to 7-Eleven is that I can check out with my phone and then just scan a QR code without having to deal with the person. And I know it works here because I've used it before. Into my eyes and still a green light. I'm like, why is he stopping? See, long shadow, even though it's almost noon. What are we up to? 111 minutes, almost 2 hours. Nobody will ever watch this all the way through. Except maybe me someday. When I don't remember who I am, or when I remember what it was like to be here on this day. Last night, the Houthis found out what it was like to not stop attacking shipping after you were born. Alright, I'm not going to talk because no need to call attention to you. Uh-oh. I can't see. See if they have diet. Just Diet Coke. No, I don't enjoy Diet Coke. Oh. Donuts? No, Scott. No. $2.50. I think salt and vinegar. And what to drink? G0. I use these bottles at home. Last time. Okay, so now, is there anything else I want? No. No. I used the mobile checkout. It said the thing wasn't working, but that I could go. So, you got it? Okay. I just want to make sure you know. Thank you. Hey Siri, resume. I got it. Now I have too many snacks to eat while I walk. I'll put the honey sesame things, which were totally impulse, in my pocket. But I'm having some salt and vinegar chips on the way home. Yes, it's totally not on my diet, but I don't care. I'm welcome with the stick just sticking out behind me. Y&K Mini Market, Butcher Shop, and '86 bus runs along here. Walking, not dropping the Gatorade or the walking stick, and eating the chips is proving difficult. So dead end. More people running. just trying not to drop my Gatorade or knock you off. Look like Marine uniforms. But I don't think so. They are. Yep. But why are they in the middle of a church parking lot? We're going to be nosy and turn and look. It's a nice view. I'm just finishing up my chips. We'll look back from where we came, because we do that. Good enough. Need a drink? Pause one moment, please. I'll make a nice picture. No. Sorry, just had to whip out the camera. These will go on Facebook. Or maybe be used for thumbnail. Yeah, it's just I want to start another YouTube channel, and it's kind of like topics just come to mind, and I go off into my own little zone about them. But then when it comes time to actually do something, I'm camera shy. Oh, look, a rabbit. Let's see if I can zoom in on him. You should be able to see him sitting there. Get a nice thumbnail. Okay. Sorry, I got you slightly off center there for a minute. So you see rabbits. Sometimes you see rats, but not usually this time of day. I've had them jump out of a trash can and run across the sidewalk to get to the house that they were gonna run along the outside of. Oh, I like that house too. I like going these different streets so you can see the different architecture of the houses. See some of these they look like they could be the scenes for scary movies. I don't know. What do you think? It's been a while since I've been on this hike, because it is a bit of a hike. But it's nice to all sit down there on those park benches by the river and take pictures of the people rowing, and it was fun. It's just something that reminds me of, well, it's cool here too, but it reminds me of being in Cambridge in the UK when I first saw people doing, rowing. I don't even know what those boats are called. I'll be ready for a nap when I get home. Some things, like, you just wonder if that was originally built as one house. I mean, it's surely not. They've got to be new enough that they were all built as multifamily dwellings from the start. But I don't know. I just think they're cool. There are also disadvantages to living in a place like that. But if you go by 2, 4, If you go by power meters, there's 10 or 11 apartments in that building over there. Whew. Okay, I have my snack. It's time to get the second wind. Coming up on Sparhawk Street. We're on Sparhawk right now, which turns into Warren at this intersection. And then we head down Warren Street to our home intersection at Commonwealth Avenue. And then I say goodbye to you and I walk home. Or do I get on the train and go home? We'll never know. I don't know what's under his vest. Like an airbag? That was weird. Okay. Whew. Edward M. Cunningham Square. That's Edward. He died in World War I. We could be walking now if I was there. As it is, we're going to get there about the time it says don't walk. Damn it. Huh. So, we've been here recently, if you've been watching any of my other videos. That's St. Elizabeth's Hospital. I've utilized their emergency room. Highly recommended. This is Cambridge Street. Goes down that way. Another spooky looking house. Anyway, that way is into Brighton Center. So we're back in. Oh my goodness. When COVID-19 hit, I couldn't pay the rent. My landlord suggested I pay with sex. Wow. I'm sure that happened. I'm sure that it was that arrangement was accepted. The people with power just gained more power. Meanwhile, the rest of us are quite literally screwed. And I tried to use that word instead of the word that originally came to mind because, yeah, I was trying to keep it PG. What a nice fellow to back out of the crosswalk. It's one of my pet peeves, and he backed out, and I'll give him a thumbs up. If you ever watch this fella, not only are you handsome, you're also polite and kind. Thank you. Anyway, so we're going to go past the Boston Green Academy on the left and Brighton High School on the right. After this hospital sign, that's Brighton High School up there on the hill. Anyway. There's been one to blame. We're back to It's a Sin. I already played this earlier, but it was on the Pet Shop Boys playlist. We're on favorites now. It's a... Quite sexy. Mm-hmm. It's a sin, never forgive me. I tried not to do it. Turn over a new leaf. Then do it. Huh. See where trees tried to grow through the fence? Well, it did grow through the fence. Tells you how long that fence has been here, huh? We'll take a look back at Brighton High from this angle. I think it's an interesting looking school. I wonder what it looks like on the inside. Looks like they have window air conditioners. So we didn't have air when I grew up. Not my house or my school. So September could be terrible. And at home trying to sleep in June, July, and August, especially July and August, was miserable. There were times I stood at my window just to get the slightest bit of cool air coming in at night. Almost to home base. Here's Bright Marine, a veteran network community. That's I can say it. Can you? Oh, I'm reaching in there going, what is that? Thought I ate all my chips and it was those other snacks I got for later. And by later, I mean as soon as I get home and get all this shit off of me. Uh-oh. I buried my phone. I think there are chips left. There are. Crumbs. I was just saying, huh? Sorry, answering a text. It was a cannabis emergency, so I had to respond to it. So, St. Elizabeth's Healthcare U.S. Family Health Plan, they're here in this building. And they actually help in providing some services to me, which is helpful. So this is a tow emergency artery during a snow emergency. So all these cars would get towed if there was really like deep snow. But we haven't had a snow emergency in a while. When we have a snow emergency, they can use things called space savers. And a space saver can be anything from a chair to a milk crate. I don't know, anything you can imagine that you can put in your spot to save it after you dig it out of the snow. You're allowed to have them until like 24 hours after the snow emergencies are lifted. And once it's lifted, well, you're on your own, even if there's nowhere to park. All right. Oh. Even though I had those chips, I'm lunch hungry. I don't know what I want. Maybe I'll well, I need bread because my Instacart last night did not bring it. I know. What's that got to do with this walk? Absolutely nothing. But this is kind of a vlog / walk. So that's Camelot Court. If you go down that way, you go back to the Ringer Park or Ringer Playground, depending on which end of the park you go into. Whew. Oh, they're making deliveries. I've seen the Coke truck there. There's a beer truck that parks there. Because you got all those businesses in the little retail area here on the corner. And they all have to deliver there. This time it's Pepsi. Harry's is good across the street. I haven't been there in a long time. Maybe I'll go there. Not today, but end of the month. There's water running down the hill from where? Shouldn't be. It's not raining. Oh, it looks. Well, we'll find out when we. Oh, they must be working on the water main somewhere. I don't remember that being that way when we came out to do our walk, was it? So this is where we'll sign off. With the Pepsi Zero Sugar and water coming out of the ground. Until next time, love y'all.